Friends, in this video we'll do some more questions based on properties of determinants. So one question I have here: without expanding, prove that the determinant value is equal to 0. Now let us solve this one. So we have solution for this. There is a relation between column 1, column 2 and column 3. If you observe very carefully, you will find out the relation between column 1, column 2 and column 3. What is the relation? If you multiply the elements of column 3 with 8, so what will get? I suppose I take the first element, 8 into 5 40, and if I add with the element of column 2, again I am repeating, multiply the elements of column 3 with 8 and add with the elements of column 2. So 8 into 5 40, 40 plus 1 is 41. So what we get? Element of column 1. Similarly, multiply 9 with 8, 8 into 9 72, 72 plus 7 79. Similarly, I multiply here the third element of column 3 with 8, 8 into 3 24, 24 plus 5, adding the third element of column 2, what I get is 8 into 3 24, 24 plus 5 29, that is equal to the third element of column 1. So we'll get identical columns. So let us do this one. What is important that you have to think over, and after some time you will come to know if any relation is between the elements or not. So here delta equal to, first of all I'll write the given determinant, that is 41 1 5 79 7 9 29 5 3. So now next step, applying C2 becomes C2 plus 8 into C3. We have, applying C2 becomes C2 plus 8 C3. We have delta equal to, so column 1 will remain as it is, 41 and 79 and 29. Similarly, column 3 will also remain as it is, that is 5 9 and 3. Now column 2 we have to operate. Column 2, in that we have to add 8 times column 3. So 8 into 5 40, 40 plus 1, that is 41. Then 8 into 9 72, 72 plus 7 is 79. Do this operation. Then third element here, 8 into 3 24, 24 plus 5 29. So therefore delta equal to 0. Why it is 0? Because column 1 and column 2 are identical. Because column 1 and column 2 are, column 1 and column 2 are identical. They are identical columns. Therefore, whenever you know that two columns are identical or two rows are identical, the value of the determinant is 0. So this is our first question. Okay students, we'll do now another question. Prove that this determinant value is equal to 2a cube b cube c cube. And remember that whenever the question is of this kind, prove that, always try to use properties, because if you not use properties, you will be not getting the desired marks in the board examination. So now here we'll prove that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side by using properties of determinants. So we can see it here that in column 1, what is common in all the elements? A square, because the first element can be written as a square into 0. Similarly, in column 2, what is common? 0 can be written as 0 into b square. So in that case, we can see that b square is common in column 2. And similarly, in column 3, c square is common. So therefore, from column 1, column 2 and column 3, we can take out, from column 1 we can take out a square common, from column 2 we can take out b square common, and from column 3 we can take out c square common. So that is what we will do. So taking a square, b square, c square common from column 1, column 2 and column 3 respectively, we have So we are here taking a square, b square, c square common from column 1, column 2 and column 3. So I am taking out common. Delta equal to, so from first one we will take out a square common, second one b square and third one c square. So what will remain will be, remaining will be column 1 will be a 0, b and c. Similarly column 2 will be column 2 will be, this is a, this is 0 and this is c, and column 3 will be a, b and 0. You can see it here. From column 1 what we have taken is a square. What will remain will be, remaining will be a, b and, what will be remaining here, this is 0, 0, b and c. Similarly here we have taken out b square common, so what will remain is a, 0 and c. So we have got here a, 0 and c. Similarly in the third column what is common, c square, so remaining will be a, b and 0. So we have here a, b and 0. Now next what we can do is that it is not necessary that till the end you go on using properties. Now what we can do is we can expand this one. So it will be better if we expand it. So we can expand along any row or any column. Therefore delta equal to a square, b square, c square. Let me expand along R1. Suppose I am expanding along R1. So first element, you know how we are expanding it. So 0 into this, if we expand it, that will become 0 into 0 and that is minus bc. So already I have taught you how to expand and determine 0 into 0 minus bc. So minus a into, when we are taking this element minus a, multiply with the elements which are not in this in the row and the column in which a lies. So that is b into 0 is 0 and minus b into c. Similarly the third one plus a into, again cancelling out all the elements of the rows and column in which a lies. So remaining will be b0 and c0. So multiplying, solving this as a 2 cross 2 determinant, we will be getting a into bc and minus 0 into c. So equal to, now let us solve this one. Delta equal to a square, b square, c square, and this will become, this is already 0, and here what we are going to get, so here minus ab, so this is not, this will become, this is 0, so this will become minus a into minus, that is plus abc. So this is abc and this is also plus abc. You can see it here, minus a, this is 0, this is plus, so minus minus plus, so we will get abc and this also plus abc, this is 0. So total will be abc plus abc, that is 2abc. Delta equal to a square, b square, c square into 2abc, that will give you delta equal to 2a cube, b cube, c cube. And here you can write down expanding along R1. Expanding along R1 we have, so this is how we'll get, so this is our solution. I think this is what we have to obtain here. So prove that this is equal to 2a cube, b cube, c cube, and what we have got, 2a cube, b cube, c cube. So this is our solution.